Reflect in English podcast.
Ben's summer job interview at an ice cream shop.
Hi, Ben. You here for the job at Sunny Scoop?
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ben. I'm Tom, the owner. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Tell me about yourself. How old are you, and what school do you go to?
I'm 16. I go to Westview High. I just finished my exams.
Good. Do you have any work experience?
Not a job, but I helped at school events. I sold tickets and I cleaned tables. I also sometimes help at my neighbor's shop.
That is useful. Why do you want to work here?
I want to earn money and get work experience. I also like ice cream and I like talking to people.
Nice. We need helpful people who like customers. Can you work afternoons and weekends?
Yes, I'm free in the afternoons and all day on weekends. I need Sunday mornings sometimes for family, but I can work afternoon.
That is okay. We work from noon to 8. Do you have reliable transport?
Yes, my sister Anna can drive me and I can walk for close shifts.
Good. You will do many tasks here. You will scoop ice cream, take money, and keep the shop clean. How do you feel about cleaning?
I don't mind. I think cleaning is part of the job.
Right. How would you handle a busy queue with many kids?
I would stay calm and smile. I would ask the next customer what they want and serve them quickly. I would ask for help if it is too busy.
What if a child wants many sprinkles and the parent is in a rush?
I would ask the parent quietly what they want. If the parent says just a small scoop, I will follow that. If the child is upset, I will try to smile and be kind. Good.
How do you feel about handling money?
I like math in school, so I think I can do it. I will be careful and check the change.
We use a simple register. We will show you. How do you feel about working with a team?
I like teamwork. I play football with friends, and we work together in games.
Nice. Teamwork is important. Do you have any goals for the summer?
I want to save money for a new laptop and learn how to work with customers.
That is a good goal. What do you do when a customer is not happy?
I listen and say sorry. I ask what they want. If it is a small problem, I fix it. If I can't, I call the manager.
That is the right approach. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Good taste. Do you have any allergies we should know?
No allergies.
Great. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. How many hours can I work each week?
We can give you up to 20 hours a week during the summer. If you want more, we can talk later.
That is fine.
Do you like to learn new things quickly?
Yes, I learn fast. I like to try.
We will teach you to scoop and to work the register in one day. Are you okay with working with food?
Yes, I like food.
One more question. We sometimes have small parties in the shop. Would you be okay to stay late for a cleanup?
Yes, I can stay a little later if needed.
Good. I like your answers, Ben. You seem polite and ready. I will call your home tomorrow.
Thank you. I hope I can start soon.
We will call with the schedule. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Tom. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Anna's job interview.
Good morning. Anna Brooks?
Good morning. Yes, I'm Anna Brooks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Rachel Lane. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Let's sit. I have your resume. You have experience in marketing, right?
Yes, I have 5 years of work in marketing. I worked in product and brand marketing.
Great. Can you tell me about your last job?
Sure. I was a marketing lead at Green Wave Products. I worked on new product launches. I planned events, made brochures, and worked with sales.
You said you planned events. What kind of events?
We had small launch events. We invited local stores and a few customers. We showed the product and gave samples. We also had short talks to explain the product benefits.
How did you measure success for those events?
I looked at store orders after the event. I also asked for customer feedback forms. If many stores ordered the product, I called it a success.
That sounds practical. What do you like most about marketing?
I like to learn about customers. I like to help teams make clear messages. I enjoy planning and seeing results.
And what is hard for you in marketing?
Sometimes budgets are small. I need to be creative with little money. That can be hard, but I like the challenge.
Good. Why do you want to work here at Brightline?
I like your products and your mission. You make home goods that are simple and useful. I want to help more people know about them.
We do value simple and honest messages. Tell me, do you lead a team?
Yes, I lead 2 people at my last job. I planned tasks and gave feedback. I also worked with other teams like sales and production.
How do you give feedback?
I give feedback in private. I say what went well and what can improve. I give examples and I make a small plan together.
That sounds fair. Can you give an example of a campaign you ran that worked well?
Yes, we had a campaign for a new kitchen tool. We wrote a short brochure for store staff. We also made a small demo video. We gave sample packs to 5 stores. In the first month, those stores sold 30% more than before.
That is a clear result. How did you decide which stores to choose?
We looked at stores with active buyers for similar products. We also chose stores with friendly staff. We wanted people who would show the product well.
Smart. How do you work with sales?
I meet sales each week. We share plans and feedback. If sales see a problem, they tell me. I change the plan if needed.
What tools do you use for planning and tracking?
I use simple tools. I use spreadsheets for tracking orders. I use email and shared documents to write plans. I also use a small calendar tool to schedule tasks.
Okay. We do not need complex tools here. We need clear work. What is your process when you start a new project?
First, I meet with the team to learn the goal. Then I list tasks and who will do them. I set small checks to see progress. I also set a budget. Finally, I run the project and check results.
You said you set small checks. Can you give a simple example?
For a launch, I set 3 checks. 1 is the design of the brochure. 2 is the store list and contact. 3 is the delivery of samples. Each week, we check 1 or 2 items.
Good. How do you handle a tight deadline?
I ask the team to focus on the main work. I remove small tasks or move them later. I ask for help from other teams if needed. I keep calm and clear.
Have you had to change a plan mid-project?
Yes. Once a supplier had a delay. We changed the date for the events and we made a short online note to customers. We also moved some samples from one store to another.
And that worked?
Yes. Sales were okay. We lost a little time, but customers stayed interested.
Tell me about a time when a campaign did not go well.
We once made a flyer with a long text. People liked pictures more. We had fewer calls than we wanted. I learned that short messages and pictures work better for our customers.
Nice lesson. How do you know what customers like?
I ask questions. In stores, I ask staff what customers say. I also use a short customer survey with 3 questions. I read the answers and find a pattern.
Do you work with outside agencies?
Sometimes. For big projects, we hire a designer or a video person. I write clear needs and check the drafts. I give feedback in 1 or 2 rounds.
How do you work with a designer when you don't like the first draft?
I explain why. I show a sample or a sketch. I ask for small changes. I say what is good and what to change.
What about budgeting? Do you create budgets?
Yes. I make a simple budget list. I check cost for printing, shipping, and event food. I add a small buffer. I ask the finance team to approve it.
How do you make sure a project stays inside budget?
I check costs each week. If a cost is higher, I discuss with the team. I remove small items or find a cheaper option.
How do you present results to managers?
I prepare a short report. I show the goal, what we did, and the results. I use numbers like orders and costs. I also share 1 or 2 customer comments.
Good. Now, Anna, where do you see yourself in 3 years?
I want to be a marketing manager with more responsibility. I want to lead bigger projects and help new team members. I want to learn more about product strategy. That matches our growth plans.
What are your salary expectations?
I prefer to hear the range from you. I want a fair salary for a marketing manager role in the city.
Our range is between $45,000 and $55,000 a year, depending on experience. Is that okay?
Yes, that range is fine. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. Can you tell me what the first 3 months look like in this role?
In the first month, you meet the team and learn our products. In the second month, you help on a small project. In the third month, you will lead a small campaign. You will meet our sales teams and one of our main partners.
That sounds clear. What do you think is the most important skill for this role?
I think communication. You must talk to many teams and external partners. Also, good planning and a calm head under pressure.
I agree. I work to be calm and clear.
One last question. If you start and you find a task you cannot do well, what will you do?
I will ask for help. I will learn from a colleague or do a quick course. I like to learn and to try.
That is a good answer. Thank you, Anna. We will finish now.
Thank you, Rachel. I enjoyed the talk.
We will call you in a few days.
I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good day.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Maya.
Leo here. I remember my first job interview, I didn't say anything smart.
What did you say?
I said, I'm good at eating snacks, so maybe I'll fit in. It was for a grocery store.
Did they hire you?
Nope, but they gave me a free apple. I counted that as success.
That's very you. Anyway, a real conversation is key for interviews. It's about selling yourself, and it's also about connecting.
Absolutely. Practice helps you feel comfortable. Try saying your answers out loud, even alone. When you speak, you hear your tone, your pauses, your uhs and ums. You learn to sound natural.
Yes, then you can adjust. Sometimes we sound nervous without knowing.
Yeah. So let's share some reflections for our listeners. First, smile, even when you're nervous. It helps you sound friendly.
Second, listen carefully. Don't rush to answer.
Third, if you don't know something, just say, I'm willing to learn. So Maya, did you ever have an interview that went totally wrong?
Oh, yes. Once, I forgot the name of the company halfway through. I said, I really admire your work at... And then my mind went blank.
Ouch. What did you do?
I smiled and said, I'm sorry, I had too much coffee this morning. They laughed. I didn't get the job, but I left with dignity.
That's a graceful way to handle it.
Thanks. Okay, now let's move to our language corner.
All right, Leo, let's break down some useful English you can use in interviews.
Okay, first phrase, I'm excited about this opportunity. You hear this a lot.
Yes, it's polite and positive.
Another good one is I'm familiar with. For example, I'm familiar with Microsoft Excel, or I'm familiar with customer service.
It's humble but confident.
And instead of saying, I don't know, you can say, I haven't done that yet, but I'm willing to learn.
That's one of the best answers. Interviewers love curiosity and honesty.
Okay, what about when they ask, tell me about yourself? That question always scares people.
It does, but here's a trick. Answer in 3 short parts: present, past, future.
How does that work?
You can say, I'm currently studying marketing. I worked part-time in a local shop last summer. In the future, I want to grow my skills in communication.
Nice. That's clear and structured.
Another phrase is, I'm taking pride in. For example, I take pride in helping customers feel welcome. It's warm and personal.
Oh, I like that. It sounds sincere.
Yes. And if they ask, what are your strengths? You can use simple adjectives: organized, reliable, creative, friendly, flexible, or focused.
I'd say my strength is being funny under pressure.
That is a superpower, indeed.
True. Humor can show that you're confident and at ease. Just don't overdo it.
And when they ask, what's your weakness? Don't say, I work too hard.
Yeah, that one's old. Maybe say, I sometimes take too much time checking small details, but I'm learning to balance speed and quality.
Perfect example. It's honest, but positive. You show self-awareness and growth.
Okay, here's another. Could you tell me more about the team? That's a nice question for the end of the interview.
Yes, it shows interest.
And when you finish, always say, thank you for your time. I really enjoyed talking with you.
Exactly.
Maya, what about body language tips?
Great question. In most English-speaking countries, it's polite to make eye contact, smile gently, and keep your posture open. No crossed arms.
What about handshakes?
Usually a firm but friendly handshake, but after the pandemic, some people just wave or nod.
So if someone offers a handshake, accept it. If not, a friendly smile is enough.
Exactly.
And what about what to wear?
That depends on the company. For offices, simple and clean clothes. For service jobs, just neat and comfortable. The rule? Look like you care.
That's a good rule.
And here are some small but useful phrases for interviews. I worked closely with, I was responsible for, I helped organize, I learned how to, I developed skills in.
Simple, short, and professional.
Right, and remember to listen to the interviewer carefully. If you don't understand, say, "Could you please repeat that?" Or, "Sorry, could you say that again?"
Don't pretend you understood if you didn't.
Exactly. Honesty builds trust.
You know, Maya, I think interviews are not just about the job. They're about showing your personality.
100%. Skills can be taught, but attitude can't.
So if you show curiosity, kindness, and reliability, you're already ahead.
Well said.
I once heard someone say, the best interview is when it feels like a friendly conversation.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes, even if you don't get the job, you still gain experience and confidence.
Every interview is practice for the next one.
And listeners, remember, every interviewer is also just a person. They want to meet someone who can help their team.
That's a great point to end on.
That's it for today's Reflect in English podcast.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye for now.